Hello, good morning, warm welcome to your decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper. And today, the topic that we are bringing for decoding discussions is money and relationships. Often, relationships become tough when money is not handled well in them. So, today, we're going to look at how to deal with our spouse specifically. So, today, we're talking about our relationship with our husband and how we need to handle the relationship as far as money is concerned. There are some don'ts and do's, and today up for discussion in the community is all that we should be doing, we should not be doing. One of the things my mentor used to say is never use the word should because it limits you. So I would, kind of bring this in context and say what you could do and what you could not, okay? And let's see where we go. Hi Puneet, Kaveri, Ashna, Rajeshwari, good morning my people, warm welcome. So lovely to see you guys. Yes, Arokya. Okay, so before we move, Puneet, Kaveri, Ashna, Rajeshwari, Arokya, and everybody who's joined, I know you are many more who have joined and have not yet put your presence in. So how many of you are married? Type in M if you are married. Just type in M because today's conversation is around money, relationships, romance, spouse. So I want to really know how many of you are married because then the experience that you will bring in from your own relationship is going to help other married people as well as people who are single or looking at getting married. Got it. So Ishita is married. Ishita, Kaveri, Ashna, Puneet, Ananya, Rita, Arokya, Sweta. Got that. Archana, Pooja. Okay, a lot of us are here married. Got it. Hey Mukta, Hira, good morning. Himani, welcome. Got that. So all of you are married. Okay, got that, Rajeshwari. So I invite you to today bring about a lot of discussion. Okay, there are some, some suggestions that ET Wealth has today where ET Wealth is saying if your spouse suggests these ideas, then don't agree. While we will look at what we don't agree on, what we couldn't agree on, but what is it that we can agree on? What is it that we can bring forth to make money a less significant topic in our relationships? Okay, so we will talk about that as well. But first, we are building on what blindly we should not agree on. Okay, hi Rohini, Natasha, got that? Rohini is married too. Swagata. Swagata, you're happy that that I chose this topic. You're divorced and made one such financial mistakes. Oops. Okay. My love to you, okay? I wish I got a mentor like you when I was younger. And I really wish I was there earlier with you because I've been around for 10 years. But yes, sometimes we all take time to discover each other, attract each other into our lives. So yes, here we are. Let's begin. And Swagata, I invite you to share your experience too, okay? And each one like Swagata who sees that, okay, now you're single, but in your married life, you made certain kind of mistakes and which others can avoid and, they can learn from you. So, we are a community and let's really leverage each other, support each other in this way. Hey, Preeti Sindhuri, I am beginning. So, ET Wealth is saying if your husband asks you to take these money related decisions after marriage, then you should not blindly agree to everything. First, it's saying don't invest your money in his name. A lot of community members who join us, a lot of women who join us, they tell me that, they earn money, they have been always working, but the mistake that they did was after getting all that salary or income in, they did not manage it. So they handed the money over to the husband and the husband then invested most of it in his name, right? And maybe he did that consciously, maybe he did that unconsciously. right? But the downside for the woman is that she is individually not enough financially secure. She cannot see enough assets in her name. Most of the women are not even aware that, okay, the money they are making and handing over is not getting invested in their own name. So I wouldn't want to blame the men saying, you taking advantage or you doing this. No, we're not a man bashing community. Not at all. Can we stand and take our own responsibility? So the concern is, can I stand up and say, okay, I will manage my money. We will see, if you and I can put our monies together, then, things can happen jointly. If not, then, I make it in my name, you make it in your name. So, there are so many decisions that can be reached at, provided our women are willing to take responsibility. It begins from responsibility. We can get up and say, okay, don't do this. I get it. But now how do you do this? So don't invest your money in his name. Now what do? You take personal responsibility of your finances as well as family's finances. Right? When you stand and you become responsible, next step is learning how to do it. If you've learned enough about finances, then now the next step is how to build the finances for the family in the larger context. So let me read what E.T. Wealth here is saying. And there are countless instances of women ending up divorced after decades of marriage without a single asset in their names. While it is possible that they may have been clueless homemakers, with the husband taking charge of all investing decisions. Do not make this mistake if you are earning your own money. If both of you are earning, but the husband insists that you make all investments in his name, be it property, mutual funds, bank deposits, or any other savings, refuse completely. Don't fall for this. No matter how much you love him. Love is different and money is a little different. I know it all comes together because money just comes into everything in our lives. I mean, when it comes to health, then also money comes in. When it comes to relationships, money comes in. Of course, in the area of wealth, money is there. So all important aspects of our lives, money is a part of it. But can we really become a little more logical when we are talking about money, when we are indulging in money conversations, money decisions? And see, this is why I think, I will take you a little years behind us, and where all women were homemakers. When all women were homemakers, or at least most of the women were homemakers, what used to happen? Men used to make the money. Women used to get a household income. Okay, I mean a share of the household income to run the kitchen, to run, their personal expenses, children's expenses. The rest of the money that the man saved, he invested. And he invested most of it in his name. And that left the woman vulnerable. And a lot of women, homemakers, they think that they're not contributing enough. But if they stop contributing in the house the way they are contributing, the man cannot go out and earn the kind of money he does. So we miss how, we are important in the equation. And we come down, our own relationship with ourselves is, I am not good enough. Some version of that we keep telling ourselves. And that is also a contributor to women not being financial decision makers, or women not contributing into financial decision making of the family, etc. Okay, so I'm just bringing in what you don't need to do, but also please keep making a note what you do need to know, what you do need to do. Okay, if you can also take away one idea that connects with you today, I think it can make a difference. Before going to point number 2, I would love to read what our community is saying. Okay. Kaveri is saying open and easy discussions together. But don't ever lose your individuality in your relationship. Love that. Kaveri is married, guys. I'm repeating this, okay, because I absolutely love this. Open and easy discussions together, but don't ever lose your individuality in your relationship. No matter how much you love each other, make sure that you both respect each other's finances and ownership seriously. Got that? So no matter how much you love each other, make sure that you both respect each other's finances and ownership seriously. Neither should really give up all their own property, money, or wealth to be with the other or to the other. It helps keep the relationship on a healthy footing. Got that? Got that, Kaveri. Love that. Thank you so much. Chitra, good morning. Hey, Maya. Pooja is saying, I am blessed that I did not hand my money to my husband. Rather, I took his salary in my accountability. Sure, Pooja. Love that. Now your job is to build the investments in both of your names. Yeah, because if he's handing over his entire salary to you and you're the finance minister of the house, then make sure you secure yourself financially, you secure him financially. Natasha, you're saying your husband invests everything in your name. You're just saying that. Sure. Kaveri is saying both ways. I know couples where everything is in the woman's name, and that is also not right. Family wealth and individual wealth should be clearly demarcated. Yeah. So it's like now balancing, okay? Balancing the individual wealth creation with the family's wealth creation. What can be in the joint names? What can be in individual names? Like really thinking about that. Okay, Rinku is saying many men invest in the name of women to save taxes. And also women are just silent partners in the business or owning a car or joint house owner. They don't have a say in anything. Brilliant, Rinku. What you're bringing forth, I was just about to say that. Like you really took words from my mouth. Yeah, women can be made the owners, but they are not the owners because they don't possess anything. Now, if you don't possess anything, say, a property is bought in your name, but you don't have the possession of it. Then what? You have bank accounts in your name, but, you have nothing else. You're just signing the checks. And that's it. Then what? Are you really any kind, are you really feeling financially secure then? Are you really financially secure then? I get the dependency part. I also get this is how it has been in the past. But does this need to be the future? Is this a fair future to work towards for our generations to come? And that is what, I'm putting out for discussion. Hey Diksha, Lara is saying either or survivor is what we always used to do our investments. Okay. Point number 2. Don't take a loan for him in your name. Repeating it. Don't take a loan for him in your name. Whether the spouse claims it is for his business or for a jointly owned property, do not agree to take a loan only in your name. Only in your name. Jointly the property can be taken, okay, and it can be a joint loan, but not only in your name. Similarly, refuse to be a financial guarantor for any of his loans or debts. So say if he is bad with money, you know it. Don't fool around. Don't become a financial guarantor. Step back. It's a relationship. All is good. At the same time, you don't need to mess up your finances in order for him to learn or him to succeed. I know a lot of women, what they do is they take these loans, thanks to, all the thousands of women that I've met in the last 10 years at Women on Wealth. Many of them told me how they took loans, how in order to see him successful, they took certain decisions which ultimately were heavy on them. They had to pay a heavy price. One of the things I learned from my early mentors was everybody is on their own journey. Yeah? If somebody is not succeeding financially, they are on their own journey. You don't have to interrupt their journey. You don't have to change anything. It's their life. Like how Kaveri was saying, can we put a balancing act together? The same way, career is a little different game, money, a little different game. And if he is not really putting in that much effort, or he doesn't has that much talent, or he's not building enough skills, I'm just giving different ideas, don't interrupt the journey. You can see the mistakes he might be making, but then those are his blind spots. Until he can see them, nothing is going to shift. So don't make the mistake of taking an individual loan or taking any kind of a decision. A lot of women give away their money. They know the husband is not good with business. They know the husband is not good with finances. They hand over their money to him. Right? So that he succeeds. कि इसका कुछ हो जाए. Please, उसका इतना कुछ मत करो. Right? Stay away. Build yourself up. He will catch up or he will not catch up. Either way, it is his journey. And also, when you are married, it is your journey too with him. Jinnah is saying really like that. Everyone on their own journey. Yeah. Okay, Merrill is creating, there's also a scenario where a woman is the bread earner but does not get the support as in the case of a male bread earner. Brilliant, Merrill. Thank you for bringing this in. I'm repeating this, guys. Please pay attention. Merrill is creating, there is also a scenario where a woman is the bread earner but does not get the support as in the case of a male bread earner. This can be a major trap. Women must stay alert to such scenarios as it can take a financial, emotional and physical toll. Bingo. And Meryl, I cannot agree more with what you're creating. A woman can be the main bread earner and yet will not have the support. Right? Yet will not get enough support. Absolutely. Diksha is creating, it is important for women to be as financially educated as men and create a balance with individual and family investments. Bingo. Absolutely. I come from a Punjabi culture. I don't mean to pull down Punjabis or anything like that. I have seen it in my culture. Women not working, not financially educated. Most of the women before me are married and homemakers. I am the first woman in my family, extended family even, to get up and say, I'm going to work, I'm going to build a career, I'm going to have a business, I'm going to have my own money. All women behind me, no businesses, no income of their own, no wealth of their own, no assets of their own, like nothing. They've been, supporting the family, they've been raising the kids, whatever little bit they saved is what they have. And that's it. Yeah. And can we bring about change is what I am, bringing forth. Hi Kavneet, welcome. Kaveri is saying any spouse asking the other to do any of these is a bit of a red flag in a relationship. Would you ever ask it the other way around? Love that. Like if you're not doing well financially, would you ask the other, your spouse who is doing well financially, to take a loan and give it to you? Yeah. It is one thing if you offer to go into it as a partnership or give them the money. Don't. But at least that's a bit better than asking your spouse to give you their money or take a loan for you. Yeah? Absolutely, Kaveri. Natasha is saying very apt. Jina is saying a lot of society and family pressure on women to support every decision of their husband. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, look at that. And there, Jina, what you just created is just so beautiful. Lot of society and family pressure on women to support every decision of their husbands. And, why do we have to support every decision? Is it really that important to support every decision? Can we not stand up and say, okay, this doesn't seem right, and let's rethink? And I know men react. I know people. I have seen my community members come back, cry and share how it led to a situation where there was so much reaction that came to them in the relationship. So, again, I'm coming back to, we really need to train people around us on how to treat us. We need to train people in what are their boundaries, what are our boundaries. How much can we kind of do or not do? Sindhuri is saying, I'm getting to learn many things from my community members today. There is so much depth to this topic. Thank you, Sindhuri, for acknowledging your community and really standing here with your community. This is the whole point of being a community, right? Because if we can't come together and support each other, then who will? Okay, Ishika is here, and I know Ishika inspires me when it comes to relationships and money and husbands. So let's hear what she's saying. Ishika is saying, in my opinion, it is high time every woman becomes financially independent, regardless of how small or big their income is. But every woman, married or unmarried, should be financially independent. Half the battle is won when this happens. Got that, Ishika? Yes, financial independence is one of the important steps when it comes to women really being in charge of their lives. Yes, it's one of the steps. Jina is saying it is time we women hold our ground. Preeti is saying financial abuse is for real. A very important topic. Thank you. Thank you, Preeti. Kaveri is creating, if the wife cannot disagree with the husband's decision, then who can possibly tell them to rethink it? Who closer or more interested? Yeah. Who closer, who more interested? Who is the one who has more stake than her? Nobody. I mean, they are the two with each other, for each other. And ultimately remember, one thing that I really think, and this my mentor used to say around relationships. And she said that, the relationship that you have with your husband, spouse, boyfriend, anybody is until until death do us apart. But your own relationship with yourself is forever. Your relationship with yourself will only end when, you die, when you're gone. So remember to work on yourself. Know that you're really important for yourself. A lot of us lose our own selves in the relationship. And I think that is not how it works. I mean, being a giver, being a stand is beautiful. I am also that way. At the same time, can we stand up for our own selves as well? Okay, let's see. Ishika is saying, all thanks to the Money Gym program and you, Priyanka. As always, I say, it's been a life changer. Thank you so much, Ishika. Sindhuri is creating, I think everyone should be allowed to take their own decisions. I don't know, allowed, Sindhuri. It is like us women taking that right to give, taking that right away from anybody to give us permission. Like, let's just take this back, take this, charge back, control back. I make my own decisions, you make your own decisions. Women should also start learning and talking about finances and taking their stand on their own decisions. Yes. And like you said, Sindhuri, I loved it, right? That if women don't learn and talk about finances, right? Like, it's not just learning and then doing it for yourself. No, we need to come out. We need to talk, right? We need to talk with other women about finances, financial decision making. And, talking about money then, takes away any inhibitions. It opens up the space and it brings about safety and security. Archana is creating, it is good if both spouses take financial decisions together. That way we grow together in a fast pace. Absolutely, Archana. And that requires a bit of training, a bit of supporting each other, a bit of really getting in. Pooja is creating, I think it is time to break the taboo that women cannot handle finances. It should be a clear discussion with your husband on finances. Yeah. And I know people who run away from clear conversations because, they've never done them. And they don't even get why they should engage in such conversations. Like a lot of women, we have women's communities in which we can come, learn, and anyways we are, speeding up towards growth. Men are catching up and we women need to support them, nurture them in being able to have such open, honest discussions. Natasha is saying it's one's choice to make a decision. Ishita is saying thank you, Priyanka. It's been barely a month and a half with Women on Wealth and you've made so much difference in my life. And can you imagine how much difference you must have made and continue to make in many women's lives. Thank you, Ishita, for that love. Ananya is creating, women don't lose the I in your relationship. Be financially educated and aware. And remember, okay guys, just a while ago we had put Ananya's story, who is now, after her kids have gone and they are grown up, now she's finding her ground. And now she's building her up financially. So, age is no bar is what I want to create here. Rinku is saying, taking own decision as connected emotionally. They feel they need permission for everything. Yeah, women think they need permission for everything. If they are permitted either by parents or spouse or children, then they can do it. It is right from childhood training for women. So women who are decision makers at their profession, they don't have a say at home. Yeah. Like a lot of women will come, okay, they'll come to our Money Gym free introduction session and they will tell me, okay, let me check with my husband if I can do this course. And I'm like, buddy, really? To do a course, to upskill, you can't even make that decision on your own. Like, really? A small course which is going to take 15 minutes of your time? Do you really ask your husband for everything and anything that you do? If that is really so, then I don't know where we are headed. Because I really get amazed and sometimes I also get angry, to tell you the truth. My blood boils when I hear women talking like that. I don't blame the man, it is the women who are not taking charge. It is the women who are, allowing their own selves to be stuck. Natasha is saying, in my case, my husband always tries to tell me what is new in stocks, how it is going, how they work, etc. We take investment decisions together. But I believe I need to level up on the knowledge base with fellow women and the right mentors so that we can take the right decisions together and the pressure is not just on one partner. Wow, love that. Absolutely. The pressure is not on one partner. And why should he take all the pressure, right? Let us take the pressure as well. And that is what leads to growth. That's beautiful. Love that, Natasha. Thank you for sharing. Everybody who's sharing. I'm loving this. Kaveri is saying, I feel you. My blood boils too. Yes, I have somebody saying that too. I want to shake these women up, duck, 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 like that. Yeah, even I want to do that. I can't do it online, but in my head when they tell me that, though I do, kind of question them, but there's only so much you can do, right? Yeah, take charge, wake up, my women. Really, wake up to your finances. Okay, third point. Don't liquidate your pre-wedding assets. If your husband asks you to liquidate the assets you had built with your earning before marriage, do not agree. Even if they are for joint assets. Keep these savings separate, either for a rainy day or as a backup if your relationship falls apart. Okay, so everybody, please start typing in. What are you taking away today? What are you understanding? What are you learning? Thank you for sending all the hearts. I love them. Ishika is creating, it's not their fault. Absolutely. It is nobody's fault. Nobody is wrong. Not at all. Each one of us is perfect in our ways. We are, my mentor used to say, we are whole, perfect and complete. Ishika is saying, it is not their fault. It is the wrong conditioning which is happening since childhood. They are made to believe that they need permission for each and everything. Lot of unlearning to be done for us women. Yes, Ishika. And isn't it that we women need to come together for helping each other unlearn and our own selves? We need to unlearn. I don't even know, right now when you're saying this, Ishika, what's coming to my mind is, oh my God, Priyanka, you're not even aware what all you need to unlearn, right? Like I can already get present to, I can't even see what I need to unlearn next. And what are my blind spots? Yeah. So yeah, I think when we come together as a community, when we, put together such discussions, there is so much that can open up. Yeah, I again go back. What I am going back is one learning, which is the power of the community. And the power that women can bring forth for each other. That's what I am present to. Kaveri is saying, oh, good session. Got to vent about so many educated friends who are trapped in relationships that we cannot tell them to change. Kaveri, time to send them this video maybe. Meryl is saying, I will say, have courage and speak your truth. Say no when you want to. Otherwise, you will have to live with the consequences. By saying no, we help ourselves and set a precedent for other women too. Love that, Meryl. Absolutely. Have your courage, speak the truth, say no, else deal with the consequences. Ishika is saying, exactly. We need to be each other's pillars. Yes. Maya is saying, I took the decision to join Money Gym all by myself. I'm thankful. I have the financial independence to do that. Now, my husband and brothers are keen to learn from what I have understood. Thanks to Priyanka and Money Gym. I love my community. Thank you, Maya, for sharing that. And, I want to repeat this first line that Maya is sharing. I took the decision to join Money Gym or Women on Wealth all by myself. Whether you are married, single, you have your own money, you don't have your own money, you don't need anybody's permission. If you can see that there is a certain match in the vibe, jump in. Jump in for a long enough time, because it takes time to alter the beliefs, alter the mindset. Ananya is creating, don't feel guilty in taking educated and calculated decisions. Love that. Yes. I think she's also, Ananya is pointing out something great. We women go into guilt. and we go into doubt. You know, the women I've seen go through these emotions. Either it's guilt, doubt, fear, anger, resentment. The more I work with women, the more I see that these 5 emotions are so prevalent. And especially when it comes to money, my goodness, the amount of fear, the guilt, the anger, the resentment, it's like endless. Absolutely, I agree with Ananya. Can we start taking care of these emotions? Please start sharing the video, guys, okay? I want this video to reach out to each and every woman who needs it. And we don't know who needs it, yeah? Archana is saying, I feel lucky to be a part of a family where women were the epicenter of any decisions, financial or otherwise. Good session, Priyanka. Wake up, women. Rinku is saying, I did the courses and investments all by myself. I just informed my spouse. Love that. Diksha is saying, I am sharing this video to empower more and more women. Got that, Diksha? Thank you so much. This is what it needs. Pooja is saying, I think all women should take this course because it is a lifetime skill. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Pooja. Everybody, can I invite you to share this video, please? Please share this video in as many groups, with as many friends, women, family members you know of. Let this video spread. Let the voice reach, okay, our voices reach to all the women around us so that they can bring the change. Because remember, we are the change. Kaveri, you're saying stocks course, here I come, sure. Mukta is saying thank you for the brilliant session. Thank you so much, Mukta, for attending. Everybody, please start typing shared if you've shared this video. Today I invite each and every woman to share this video. This is a topic extremely close to my heart and I trust it touched you too today. Got that? Arokya has shared the video. Maya has shared the video. And I love all these smileys, the hearts which come my way. I think they make my day. Okay, who else is going ahead? Being the brave one, sharing it with everybody. Got that, Rinku? Thank you so much. Yes, Rinku, you and I the other day when we were talking, we know there are so many women in your circle who need this, right? Pooja, Diksha, thank you for sharing the video. Got that, Natasha? Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so I'm closing this live. Thank you for participating. And remember, like I just said, we are the change. Let's bring the change. The world needs it now. Rajeshwari, you're sharing the video to wake up more women. Thank you for that. Kaveri saying, I have shared with a little teaser comment. Got that, Kaveri? Thank you so much for doing that. This is what we need. Puneet has shared the video. Thank you so much, Puneet. On this note, I am closing the live. While I'm closing the live, you don't need to stop talking about women on wealth. Go ahead, speak the truth. Who knows, you might be acknowledged for it. Take charge, stay safe, bye-bye.